Sexual process of reproduction involves two eukaryotic parents, each contributing to one gamete. These gametes are produced through meiosis. The genetic diversity that results from sexual reproduction are all due to meiosis. There are different events that take place during meiosis that cause this genetic diversity. But what are they? Independent assortment of chromosomes, crossing over, and random fertilization are all contributing factors to the genetic diversity of sexual reproduction. Meiosis begins by duplicating chromosomes. It results in 4 diverse haploid gametes, which means it must involve 2 separate divisions, causing the chromosomes to split twice. The first form of informational exchange between chromosomes is called crossing over, and occurs during prophase 1. Crossing over transpires between 2 equivalent portions of chromatids. Breaks occur along the chromosomes, and they rejoin, trading some of their genes. Unique and diverse traits are exchanged as a result, some from each parent gamete. Crossing over can be thought of in regards to candy bars. Say that you have a Crunch bar, and your friend has a Kit Kat bar. You both want a little bit of each other's candy bars, so you both break off equal portions from the end of each candy bar, and exchange. The pieces closer to the end of the candy bars are more likely to be exchanged, as genes work the same way. Once crossing over has taken place, the chromosomes separate to 2 separate poles by spindle fibers. The chromosomes on each pole are equivalent to each other. However, which chromosomes are pulled to each side is completely random. This random assortment of chromosomes is called independent assortment. Since this process is completely random, it means that each gamete will have one of many different combinations of chromosomes. Here, you can see all the possible arrangements and combinations of chromosomes during metaphase 1. When you make a Punnett square, you are recognizing the possible combinations of chromosomes to form a certain allele, and eventually a physical trait. These different chromosomes randomly pairing is a part of what causes genetic diversity. Random fertilization is another contributing factor to the genetic diversity that results from sexual reproduction. Random fertilization is the probability that any set of genes has a likelihood of combining to create a single offspring. There are over 800,000? No. 8 million possible combinations that the chromosomes can line up during metaphase 1. This is over 8 million possible dissimilar offspring that can be created. Random fertilization is like a deck of cards. Each card is different from the next, whether that be number, shape, or both. The physicality and proportion of these cards never change, just as the gene pool remains constant. The only thing that changes is the different combinations that can be created between them. Random fertilization can also be thought of like a clock. Say the hour is 1 o'clock. The hour hand can act as one single chromosome. The minute hand, or other chromosome, has to go through 60 different combinations with 1 o'clock before it can move to the next hour. Think of all the possible combinations throughout all the hours, minutes, and even seconds. Random fertilization is the scientific term for all the different combinations of genes that can be created. Even siblings and identical twins have different genes from each other. Their genes assort independently, fertilize randomly, and cross over different sets of genes. One twin could have inherited a faster metabolism, while the other was left to work on his weight. Unfortunately, for this twin, he can thank his parent gametes. Genetic diversity is always caused by chromosomes. This is because genes are located on chromosomes. In order for the genes to be diverse, the chromosomes must perform some sort of action. There are 23 homologous pairs of chromosomes in the human body. Random fertilization, independent assortment, and crossing over are all factors that lead to genetically diverse offspring during sexual reproduction.
Created using Powtoon.